No, none, none of us knows any words. Or
I
we
know
use
words.
we know words, but we don't know what words belong with what game.
How do?
How do indeed.
How do?
How what? Welcome.
Oh my word. Okay. Welcome to Seven Dooms for Sandpoint. Chapter 4, Footprints on the Roof. This is episode 46. Things have been intense of late. With the assistance of the goblins, you made your way down to the next level of the pit, the shrine of the Sandpoint Devil, as it is known. And you worked with Menargle and her goblins to deal with a lingering group of Devil's disciples, some of whom Icselo recognized from his past, or that recognized him. And just as the last of them were defeated, the goblins found one hiding out in a back room in that part of the dungeon. And she was whispering something under her breath. And too late, you realize she cast a spell or invoked some ritual that caused Icselo to basically pass out into a fugue state. And Menargle said that she would keep watch over him, taking him to her bedroom, just off to the side.
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know. Taking him to her bedroom.
To her bedroom.
Menargle, indeed.
Menargle.
You have to be conscious to consent.
It did not take very long for one of you, I believe, Velynia, to slit Ray's throat.
Okay, there was some discussion in between that I feel like is relevant, but by all means.
I'm stating the facts.
Yeah, just doing events.
You all got information that there was another area in which there could be some more disciples. And you were given the directions to head all the way south, then west, then south, then west, which you did merrily along till you walked right around the corner into Gorak the ogre, who proceeded to whoop your asses. You did ultimately kill him, but Velynia and Lumi were put into very precarious positions, nearly being killed by this ogre. You were greeted by the priestess, the halfling priestess Esmerelli, who opened up the cathedral, I guess you could call it, the temple, to the Sandpoint Devil, and beckoned you in, saying that you could find respite here, and offered to cast healing on Velynia, Natalin keeping close watch over what she was doing. And Natalin recognized that she was truly casting a healing spell, until she wasn't. At the last second, she attempted to cast a void/death spell on Velynia that would absolutely have killed Velynia right there on the spot. However, Velynia's spirit is stronger than Esmerelli realized, and she avoided that. But of course, that started a fight in which Lumi fell once more. You were fighting Esmerelli and a couple of gargoyles fashioned after the Sandpoint Devil. During this fight, Icselo woke up from his fugue state and eventually came running, and at the last minute hurled a spear from the other room into Asmarelli. The fight was ended. Icselo came into the room, and everybody greeted him, and he said, I think I killed Menargle. And that was where we ended the last session. I believe you did a little bit of healing right there at the tail end, a little bit of looting, and now you're doing damage control in the aftermath of this battle. What would you like to do? I turn the scene over to you all. Millie is strangely quiet. Oh, wait. Wait. Wait.
There's no mountain too great.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure it's whoops. It's some aspect of the ritual we used to summon Chad on Thursdays.
Yes.
Because all I did was say Millie's strangely quiet, and I noticed that you were in the wings, Tamiko. I don't know how long you've been waiting there.
Welcome.
Did you start?
I just finished the recap.
Oh.
So we
got a late start.
You really nailed the timing.
It was like
it was perfect. I literally just said, what would you all like to do after doing the recap, and then said Millie's strangely quiet, and then noticed you were there.
There you are.
So you missed nothing.
I would turn to Icselo as he comes in the room, and I'd be like, "You killed her? What do you mean? And what do you mean you think you killed her?"
Well, I kind of panicked, and I'm loosely medical trained. I don't know goblin anatomy. She looked dead.
Did you kill her in your sleep?
Yes.
And Velynia sighs, and she like looks around and kind of shrugs, and like, well, stranger things have happened. And I would go to Lumi, and is Lumi conscious? I forget exactly where we left her. Okay.
Yeah, I am in Ixelo's arms, if I remember correctly.
Oh, is that right? Oh yeah, because we were like playing like past the Lumi for a little while there.
Yes.
Like the gargoyle took you back, and then I took you, and then yeah. Lumi, are you all right?
I don't know. I think so.
We need
a
to
close
barricade. Yes. We need to barricade that door. We need to regroup. Icselo, come all the way in and help me put something in front of this door.
Is there a soft place that I can set Lumi down? Or would someone else like to carry Lumi down?
There's cushions.
Yeah, they're not on the map, but there's where you're standing, there's a bunch of cushions.
Sacrificial altar.
Oh, perfect. How comfortable.
So are you guys closing and barricading the door?
Yeah. Well, that's the idea I proposed.
Is there anything to barricade the door with?
There's some big chunks of the gargoyle that was killed. Yeah. And actually the double doors do have, when you close them, there are two wooden bars that can be slidden across and locked into place.
Yeah. Perfect.
So, boom.
Slam those down.
Doors are closed and locked.
And I think Velynia just kind of sits up against the door and just with her back on it and just like sits there and is like, we need to rest. We need to make a plan. Apparently there's no Menargle to go back to.
No.
And I doubt we want to go back to her horde after they find out what you've potentially done.
Yeah.
So let's just wait here and make a plan.
I'm down to spend 10 minutes to just patch my own wounds.
10 minutes is an oddly specific amount of time, Millie. Or Lumi, but
Oh, that's out of character, yeah.
yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
All right. And Velynia just sits there. She just is like kind of staring off at nothing, sitting against the door. Looks like she's thinking.
Can anyone enlighten me on why I was unconscious?
Yes.
Something came over you, the curse. It burnt you up and you passed out, I remember.
That woman you used to know, she said something and then it all happened and you collapsed and
It seems she cast a spell on you of some sort.
Where
Don't
is she?
forget that the light and fire shooting out of his eyeballs and mouth.
What?
Yes, that too.
yeah,
Really went
your
Super Saiyan there.
your armor heated up like incredible amounts as well, which is why it was
I can't do magic.
no, but she
Oh.
could.
That girl cast a spell on you.
I
Some
have
sort.
no burns. I was also peculiarly naked for the most part when I
Well, we had
awoke.
to take the armor off. I mean, that's all we did. I mean, maybe
You're
Margot did
burning up.
more.
So it was a group
searing your
effort.
flesh.
Love to hear it.
I
Um,
didn't help, you'll be happy to know. But we had to make sure you wouldn't cook yourself inside of that oven that you were around.
Going
Bite
bare-chested underneath your breastplate is your own choice.
It's really hot in Sandpoint, and
It-
leather
it-
chafes.
It was much hotter than in Sandpoint. That's all we can say. We were afraid for you.
I lack the resources to investigate fire erupting from my eyes any further. Where is the girl?
Who's the one that? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
She's dead. Okay.
she did try to kill you,
Failed.
which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how about while we're getting everybody patched up, Icselo, you share with us what your background is with the cultists.
Well, like I've said, I've been in the town guard for decades. More. I've been running into these fools for the better part of the entirety of that.
They seem to know you better than just as the man.
It's a small town.
Can I make a what's not insight in this game, but
Sense motive.
It's sense motive, which is a perception check.
Yeah.
It would be versus Ixelo's either deception or I forget how we did this.
Yeah, it's perception versus deception.
Only if he's deceiving. So I don't make the player call out if they're deceiving. It's like in D&D it would be deception or persuasion, depending on what you're doing. That way you can as a player do whatever, but it's
So deception and diplomacy, maybe?
yes, that's the one I was looking for. Thank you. Make an impression, diplomacy. So whichever one of those you're doing, that's the versus score.
I rolled-
Yeah,
I
Go
can go
ahead,
first
sorry.
if you like. I rolled
go
a
first.
17 for a total of 19.
oh, I rolled like shit for not a total of that, so I do not.
You
pick
have no
this
reason
up.
to
I do not.
suspect anything that
A fine,
Icselo's
upstanding man.
Icselo's.
And I think
I
Velynia.
mean,
truth.
actually, I think better. You can suspect me still. I just am not giving anything away.
Velynia does like narrow her eyes at you, and this is a conundrum because in her bones, she has a sense that you were associated with these people, but at the same time, you are
Someone who's got a secret backstory is gonna got an eye for someone else with a secret backstory.
very
Weird.
very impressively, you are not giving anything away, and she's never seen a poker face quite to this level, which is saying something. So she just kind of narrows her eyes at you and kind of goes back to her fugue state of thinking.
Believe it or not, cultist or otherwise, I don't necessarily think people should die. That can't always be the case, and I'm not naive to that. But it seems like the phrase, the blood remembers, is somewhat important.
When you say the phrase "the blood remembers," the candles, they're less candles, more like like the lights on the altar. They're more like bowls of oil with wicks, like oil lamps kind of thing. When you say that, the flames sort of briefly grow a little bit brighter and start to gutter a little bit, as if a crosswind has just caught them.
Oh my god.
I won't say that again. I'm not magic. I don't do magic.
I don't believe you. But that's neither here nor there. If you don't say it again, it's not a problem. I say, what? Okay, do we have an idea of what time of day it is? Because we've been underground for a minute.
It's 4 o'clock.
Did you guys? When did you guys leave again? I'm trying to remember.
I
It was
forgot.
the morning of the next day, or late morning, or something
Morning.
like that.
It was
Morning.
morning for sure.
Okay, so,
So-
it's afternoon, late afternoon.
With everything that's happened, and you guys did take some time after, you took some time convincing the goblins, then getting down there, so you know that it's somewhere in the noon to early afternoon. Your sundial doesn't work down here.
Obviously. So given the sense, well, is it's like whatever, like you said, noon, afternoon. Velynia would just say, well, I propose that we all take a little, I don't know, a brief siesta down here. We can take watch just like we normally would at night. Let everybody get patched up, as it were. And we can regroup in a few hours, try to make a plan of where we go from here. And even if that means going back above ground for a little bit. Just all options are on the table.
I'm not patching you up, dog.
Okay, then never mind. Wow, is that a threat?
3 dice.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
3 dice,
thank
Jacob.
you.
Wait, you just burned 3 dice doing what?
Trying to heal Velynia. Because in my infinite wisdom, I thought, I'm going to try to do the better heal rather than the one that I just get for free. And apparently I shouldn't roll dice today. So I'm going to stop now.
Okay. How much do you heal me at all, or
Let
not
me-
at all?
No.
Let me ask you this then, Millie. What's happening? What's going on that you're struggling to do that which
Oh.
you normally can do?
I don't know, man.
You are
It says-
suspecting me
It says
too
if
thoroughly.
you're an expert in medicine, you can instead attempt a DC 20 check to increase the HP regained by 10. So for an additional measly 10 HP, I burned through 3 dice. Just so you guys know.
So what does Millie have any idea why she can't do this?
No.
Is she thinking of something else, or is she just tired.
I don't know if you're my brain is not working.
I know.
Jacob, if you're trying to get me to like come up with creative storytelling. Millie's just had a day and she's flustered.
That's
Okay.
fair. That's fair enough. That's what I was going for. So you guys are going to spend some time. How long are you going to spend?
I mean, as long as it takes for me to get to a reasonable place. So, like,
Are you
I
gonna-
can see it. I want to do at least 20 more minutes. Total
Yeah.
half hour, if not
I was
more.
just see. Are you going to take like a half hour, an hour? Are you going to try to take
I
like
would
a
say
full
a couple.
8
I would
hours?
say a couple. Ooh, 8 hours probably not.
No.
I
I think maybe an hour or a little more. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
I'd
that's
like at least
reasonable.
half an hour to do my refocusing.
Okay.
So I'll be off in a corner just
If
going
we
through
need
the
to
kata.
rest- If we need to rest, would it be worth leaving?
Not for an hour, no.
Like going all the way back to the surface. I don't think so.
All
mean-
I will say is that these goblins will recognize their leaders dead at some point, theoretically. I don't know when that will be, but if we are locked in a room, we are at a significant disadvantage if they're just outside and we're stuck in here.
Are you saying that we have to flee,
I'm
find somewhere
saying-
else to be?
I don't know if we have an hour in this location, since they know where we were at.
Do we have 10 more minutes, maybe?
I think you can take 10 more minutes, Lumi. And Velynia is
And
hurting for certain.
I-
And
Lumi
Yeah.
will actually spend her 10 minutes healing you instead of herself.
oh, where are you at? And if you had to put a number on it,
I'm
You
at 50%. I'm feeling 50%.
okay,
So-
I'm not. I'm at 27 of 86.
So I get you 12 more hit points
Oh,
for in the next 10 minutes.
all right. I'm at 39 of 86. And Velynia looks sore, and she, like, every movement she makes, she, again, doesn't make a sound, but you do catch her wince once or twice when she just, like, tries to, like, readjust. And she's sitting up against this door, less as support and more to kind of, like, you see her every so often, like, put her head against the door to, like, listen through just to see if the goblins are coming or if there's anything else on the outside of this door.
Make
That'll be
a
what I'm doing for the next 10 minutes.
make a perception check.
I will.
Mm,
Shit. 18. June dice are not ready for prime time.
Oh, for crown. There we go.
Hey, while Jake deals with clearly technical issues, why don't you check us out on redbubble.com? At redbubble.com, we've got all kinds of cool logos like the one I'm wearing and the one Tamiko is wearing and all kinds of other great ones. You can get logos for your cool fantasy games or for our Kids on Bikes game. You can get all these logos on t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, mugs, stickers, postcards, puzzles, pillows, and all kinds of other cool stuff. There's almost always a deal at redbubble.com, especially if it's your first time shopping. So why don't you check us out today at redbubble.com. Just search Mini Terrain Domain.
Thank you. For some reason, I couldn't use the dice roller.
Weird.
Well, if we're going to bounce after 10 more minutes, like, so Lumi's only going to get like the 10 minutes. Right before we leave, after Natalin's refocused once, I will cast my last heal spell to up us, just so we can make sure we get out.
a big
I will-
old three action heal, yeah.
Yeah, 3 action heals. So everybody in this room who is hurt will get points back. reaction. So it is, what is it, 2d8? Oh, a d8 plus 8. Okay, so we will, 2d8. I rolled exactly 8. So 16 points
Does
for
that
everybody.
explode, Jake? Oh, okay.
What was that?
Does it explode?
Oh,
Rolling the max.
Okay. What did you have, Lumi, on your perception check? By the way,
I did not roll because I did not realize it was directed at me. I got a total of 18.
So did I. Twinning.
both Lumi and Velynia, you hear a faint
You're getting dated. What is
Dang
describe the
it.
sound
I hate that.
English?
I think if I were writing it, it would be talk. I'll just describe it. God.
Like not talk.
I'm sorry,
talk, talk,
Jake.
talk.
Sort of
I'm
a.
sorry.
I wish.
A TikTok
I wish
sound?
you could turn off the stupid noise gating on Zoom. It is it sounds like wood striking stone. It's intermittent and it gets slightly louder, and then it sounds just as it sounds its loudest on the other side of the door, it stops.
Somebody walking with a cane. I
don't know if that works. Can you hear that?
Nope.
Knock,
Velynia,
knock,
like,
knock. Stupid gate.
knocks on the door. Is like Velynia like holds up her hand and like kind of like motions for everybody to be quiet, and then just kind of like doesn't make a sound and hopes that whoever or whatever this is decides just to go away.
Yeah, I'll also go dead still, quiet for this.
Let me just check something real quick.
I draw my sword.
Velynia,
God, that's good. Yeah.
make a will save, please.
Why? Why? Oh, nat 20. Fuck off.
Okay.
I got out my good dice for that one.
You hear from the other side of the door. Open the door.
Does it sound like Menargle?
It's a little muffled. It definitely sounds like a goblin. And somebody did just attempt to force you magically to open the door.
Kaeryn.
And then
That's a little spooky.
after a moment, you hear the knock, knock, knock sound again. And then you hear right up against where the door, or the crack is, where the two doors come together, you hear, open the door. Please. And it sounds like Menargle.
Holy shit,
I look
she's
at-
alive.
I look at Icselo like with
Yeah.
my eyes wide, and I kind of like shrug.
Open the door?
No. She tried to do something in my head. She tried to make me do it.
I tried to stop her from breathing.
Yes, and you failed. Clearly, she's much
Clearly,
more powerful
and she
than
failed too. Maybe we should.
She's much more powerful than she lets on. I don't think we should let her in.
She failed.
I'm moving back towards the altar so that I have a direct view of the door when it opens.
I kind of like, I look over at Natalin and I see that she's like prepared. And then I look at Icselo and I see he has a sword drawn. I make my way to my feet and I draw my sword as well.
I'll
kinda
get
like-
Monarch ready and kind of hide around the corner.
I will be the one to open the door.
I look at Millie and make sure she's prepared to defend herself. Super duper.
I'm sure
And I
everyone's
kinda-
ready to blow me up at a moment's notice.
Yeah,
again.
yeah. I stand back and I kind of like nod at Icselo.
I'm gonna crack the door and just say, "Who is it?"
You slide the two wooden bars off that are locking the door. You crack the door open, and you see Menargle standing just outside the door by herself, leaning heavily on her sickle that she uses like a cane. And
called it.
Almost indicative of her condition, her little bat that sits on the skull, on top of the skull, is just laying there with its wings spread. It looks kind of like when a squirrel gets really hot in the summertime and sprawls.
Oh, jeez.
That's what this bat's doing on Menargle's skull.
When I see her, I'm gonna say, "I thought you were dead."
She
You
is
look
going
dead.
to step forward towards you.
I would. Does she look threatening to me? I mean, she looks pretty. Sounds pretty haggard. I don't know about looks, but it sounds pretty
She
haggard.
looks in bad shape. If you're looking on the map, I'm not sharing the map because we're not really doing much right now.
Zero
But if you're
hit
looking on
points?
the map, her health bar
she's like-
has the tiniest little sliver.
Oh. One little pixel.
But she steps forward and she takes that sickle, puts it off to one side, and her arm out to the other side and spreads her arms wide towards you. And then she falls forward and wraps her arms around your waist.
God damn.
I am so glad that my vision was correct and that you are still alive. You killed her, didn't you? And now she's leaning on you for support.
Yeah.
It's half hug, half hold me up. And she's peering past you, trying to see the body of Asmarelli.
She is dead.
I would like to see.
I'll open the door.
And she's going to, with that talk of wood on stone, she's going to hobble across over to Asmarelli's body. And she stands there for a moment looking down. She kind of looks over and up at you, Natalin. And she looks down at the body and goes, and spits on Asmarelli's body.
Wow.
And then leans heavily on her staff and kicks Asmarelli's corpse.
Oh, wow.
I saw it in the vision that you gave me through the power of the Sandpoint Devil. Truly, you have all been sent as emissaries to aid the Whistlefang goblins. You are avatars of the Sandpoint Devil. Clearly.
I don't know anything about being an avatar for nothing like that.
She hobbles past you, Natalin, and starts making her way around, and she kind of glances up for a moment at the large carving of the Sandpoint Devil, the effigy that's on the wall. There are many more secrets that lie within these caverns and these halls of this and the lower levels of the pit. Some of them are thousands of years old from before Starfall. You will find some. She reaches to the wall and she kind of feels around on the wall for a moment, and then a section of wall slides away.
Oh my god. The Cave of Wonders.
And then she hobbles across to the other side of the room and she hobbles across to just out into the previous room where Gorlak's body is. And she is going to feel around on the wall. She opens another secret passage.
Oh my god. So many secret passages.
She says, as I said, there are many secrets in these halls. You have only to look for them. It takes only a few moments to search every room. This will give you more access throughout this level of the pit. I do hope you will continue to remove any of those false disciples. I'm very tired. And she steps over the body of Asmorelli and kind of walks around behind the altar, and she starts making just some minor adjustments, like literally nitpicky stuff. Like there's like some kind of a sickle, and she turns it so it's laying the other way. She straightens out the cloth. She moves the position of the oil lanterns.
Loki,
like-
I thought she was going back there to die, and then I was thinking I was going to feel bad for Menargle for a second. I'm glad she didn't.
But she'll do this for a few moments, and then she'll look around at all of you. It is a strange thing to help a goblin, is it not?
I think Velynia, who has been like not taking her eyes off of Menargle this whole time and like not blinking upon this question, Velynia kind of like averts her eyes.
It's certainly not normal for me, but you know what they say, strange times makes for strange bedfellows.
It is a strange thing for my goblins to be helped by people such as yourselves. She seemed almost like she was going to say big folk as she glances at Lumi.
Bigger folk, you know.
It is Rib Nugget, or was Rib Nugget, and his goblins that insisted over the years of it making raids on your town and your farms. I want you to know, even though you may not always agree with our beliefs and our teachings, you have earned the trust of myself and my Whistlefangs. We will make no raids against you. As long as you honor your deal to help us. Some of you and kind of looks at you, Velynia, and Lumi in particular. You look like shit. Can I help you? Will you
Kinda
accept my help?
Last time I got asked that question, I almost got vampirized.
Right.
So
You might be a little hesitant.
yeah, I'm a little gun shy on this one, to be honest. But then Velynia looks over at Lumi and doesn't specifically want to like let her be the guinea pig. So Velynia just kind of like nods her head. And like I think Velynia would like sit down crisscross applesauce to be like on Menargle's level and just like look at her and like again gazing at her like unflinchingly, unblinkingly, keeping an eye on her when she's about to do whatever juju she's about to do. That voodoo that you do. The hoodoo.
She carefully leans her sickle staff against the side of the altar. She actually leans it against that gargoyle that is still there but motionless, the one that previously held Lumi.
Oh.
And she holds both hands out and over the flame of the two lights. And she looks at you, Velynia, and she's going to cast heal. Now, I have not done this before. I want to make sure I'm reading this right.
She's going to cast heal and nothing else.
She's going
is
to
the next
cast
sentence I
heal.
want. Okay.
Actually, I think this is the same thing that
If it's the regular heal
it's
spell,
the 30-foot emanation.
yeah. So we get everybody in the room.
So I just have to
Nice.
roll the. Is it 2 or 3d8?
It's 1d8 plus 8. At least that's mine. She
For the-
might be higher level, so
For the three action
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
This is.
if she's got if it's a heightened spell,
It's
she's got it
heightened.
heightened?
It's heightened at the 3rd level.
so it would be then 3. Oh, sorry, 3rd level. This is a regular first. So it would be what 3d8 plus 8.
Plus 8. Okay. So this will affect all of you. Find the right die. 1, 2, 3 plus 8. 22 points of healing she deals,
Oh man.
which I believe
You-
just about tops a couple of you off.
I'm at 77 of 86. I'm doing pretty good. And I think you hear Velynia just like take a deep breath and like sigh as so much of the like ache goes away.
I think at feeling that healing magic, I think Natalin would turn to Icselo and just say, isn't there something you need to say to Menargle?
I'm sorry. It's like you mean it.
I would lean like close to Natalin. Natalin, what are you talking about? What do I need to say?
That you didn't mean to try to kill her.
I don't know if that's true. I'm so
you
sorry for
Do
trying
not
to kill you,
apologize for
Menargle.
what you did. She interrupts you. You were
Trying to
guided.
kill you.
You were guided by the Sandpoint devil, and you brought me to the brink of death so that I could see Asmarelli's death, and I could see that you are on the verge. And she kind of, her eyes roll back for a minute, and her voice changes. You are on the verge.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
The second doom is within your reach.
Oh. Whoa! Nope.
And she looks like she doesn't know what she said, and she smiles brightly and turns and raises her hands to the effigy of the Sandpoint devil.
Oh my, do you need a lozenge? Hold on.
You have a Ricola in my pocket.
And she takes a moment, she's not listening, and then she turns around and says, "The Sandpoint devil has spoken through me. You are close to achieving that which you are trying to accomplish. Continue on your path. Search these tunnels, find its secrets. I have opened the hidden doors for you. There are other paths that are open, but these will get you into deeper areas. And keep looking for them." And then she starts humming a little tune under her breath. Secret tunnel, secret
Oh my
tunnel.
god. Jesus. Oh wow. So I kind of like look around specifically at Natalin and Millie. And I would say, "Are you two good to venture forth? I don't particularly know how your magics work, but I mean, if we were to suddenly need another heal, would you be able to, or should we take another few minutes so you can?"
I
I don't
cannot heal till tomorrow.
know. Millie?
Oh, I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve.
Okay.
They're not as good at tricks, but
Mid at best, but
if I were to put a number on it, it's almost as if I'm wiped out of my top tier.
God damn it, I don't know what that means. But I look around, so I'm like,
I could also use 20 more minutes and I could get, a little bit more energy back to do stuff.
okay, after 20 minutes, are we good to venture forth, or should we take longer? We shouldn't put ourselves at risk needlessly. Since certain people aren't dead, we don't particularly have anyone nipping at our heels anymore. We can take all the time we need. What do we think?
Sounds fine to me.
Take another 20 and venture forth, or do we need more time?
Well, in order for me to be at 100%, we need a whole 8 hours, which seems like a lot of time.
That is an awful lot of time. Okay. 20 minutes then.
Menargle ducks down behind the altar and starts rummaging around, and you can hear things moving, and you hear the clinking of bottles. Somebody roll me a d6, please.
Got it.
I'll roll it if you won't volunteer.
2.
You get... She places 3 bottles of healing potions on
Nice.
top
Oh,
of
fuck
the altar. They look like normal healing potions, but they have a little bit of an extra bubbliness to them. Like when you move them, they seem to fizz a little bit, like a bottle of soda. And then I would like each of you to roll me a d12. She puts a bunch of stuff into a basket, and
Oh my God, it's an Easter basket.
yeah, and she starts walking around to each of you. Velynia, 1, 2, 3. She is going to hand you a small bottle that has a silver potion in it. And it is labeled.
Mercury.
It is yes, she gives you mercury.
She gives me mercury.
It is labeled. It is a potion of quickness.
Ooh. Oh, that's perfect.
I would like you all, these items you are being given, you need to make an asterisk or a note that there's a quirk. And I need to know when you use them. They are quirks, not curses, I'm telling you up front.
Okay.
Let's see. Coop? Nope, you are not Coop. Your name is Coop on here.
Hey.
Millie. I've never crossed the streams on a misname before.
Counting it. That should be a bingo square. Jake says a name from another stream. Just a different stream, any stream.
It would never happen. It's such a unicorn.
That's true.
I got a 12, Jacob.
Okay. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have.
Jake mixes up names.
Yeah. You also are given a. Let me make sure it's a potion. Yes, it is a potion. This potion is a filmy gray potion that has a little bit of a murkiness to it. But there's a faint scent that you associate with Sandpoint from this potion. It smells like the ocean breeze. With a hint of that fishiness of the fishing docks. This is a potion of.
It's just water.
Yes, it's just water. This is a potion. This is a potion of water breathing.
Oh.
With a quirk. How did you get? How did you roll a -1 on a D12?
It's not a -1. It's just dash.
Just one. Oh. Yeah, it's great. 1.
Great.
You get an extra. You get an extra quirky healing potion. Natalin.
Oh.
And
lesser or
it just says potion of healing. So yes, that would be the lesser kind. I'm looking at the. Yes, I'm looking at the value. And yeah, Icselo also got the same thing. Another quirky healing potion. And Lumi gets a 1. What is that? You have you are handed a scroll.
Oh,
what?
I like those.
The scroll that you are given is a scroll of Featherfall.
Oh.
But looking at this scroll of Featherfall,
How does that even work? Like you're falling and you read the scroll really fast?
It depends. It's a really long fall.
It's less of a save you spell and more of I need to jump. You read it, then you jump.
I think that's probably it.
So I guess technically it would be under the
That's probably why it's one of Monargo's items. It's like it's a scroll for Featherfall.
Under the remaster, it's a it's called Gentle Landing now. Mm-hmm. But it is a scroll of Featherfall or Gentle Landing. And actually I want to use that for the way I was going to flavor this. This scroll, when you open it up at first, you're a little confused because it's presented as a magical scroll, but it weirdly looks like the page from a script for a play called Gentle Landing. It has, and all of the wording on it and the way it's presented is
in the middle of the page.
Interior / exterior precipice of a great fall. and it describes in dramatic fashion with stage direction somebody who's about to fall to a great length and how they are saved at the last minute. So
That's cool.
this particular scroll also has a quirk beyond that. So again, if you use it, and I'll say treat it like a reaction spell of Featherfall, because part of the quirk in the scroll. So I believe that's everybody. All right, let me try this again. I believe that's everybody.
Velynia has her little potion, and you said there were 3 healing potions in addition.
There's 3
to all
more
this?
healing potions on top,
Okay. So
and then whatever you guys were given. I told you what yours was, right? Your
Yeah.
potion. Okay.
Yeah. It was a
silvery potion of
potion of
quickness.
quickness. A potion of liquid mercury. Yeah, I got it.
Velynia's gonna get down with the quickness.
Wow.
Yeah, so yeah, I would just kind of like have my little potion and like, thank you for your help. And Velynia is being earnest, you know, as goblin-y, and Velynia doesn't trust any of these goblins really, but like Menargle has consistently surprised her in a good way.
I mean, and it should be pretty telling that Menargle's here by herself. She did not bring any of her other goblins. She did not heal up or anything. She's still in really bad shape. In fact,
shouldn't she have healed up when she cast the spell that filled the room?
oh, I guess you're right.
Wow.
What was that? That was, you said there was an extra
16.
16 that we missed on
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah,
So
it
that
was
would be
22 and 16.
so that'd be
that's
38
30.
points.
Yeah.
She's still relative to her normal hardiness. Let's see, so that would put her here. So she's still far from in great health.
Wow, she's beefy.
But she's feeling better.
Icselo almost killed her by himself
In
Well,
his
and-
sleep.
with the Sandpoint devil. I
With
suppose
my
you could say.
bare hands.
Well, if I'm remembering,
Menargle's basically me, right? Like not a whole lot of HP, probably super squishy, but will
Probably didn't tell
destroy
me to
you
stop.
with spells. Yeah.
yeah, you can
Could
think
be.
that.
She's actually a level 13 fighter.
Yeah, right.
She just happens to have a pet. dog.
Absolutely, she's a paladin. I would say to Lumi, do you think you should hold on to those extra 3 healing potions?
I don't know if I put them in my bag for them. And she kind of holds up her little bag, and it's full of just stuff.
It sounds like when you're leaving for a slumber party and you're like, okay, bye, and it's like ting 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 in your backpack.
I can try to squeeze them in. I think I maybe have spare a few pockets.
Okay, I think you should. Have
Actually, I can take this cord here. I can wrap it around this part and then loop it around here, and then there's kind of like
Oh
a
my
little
God.
bit of a.
So you have like a little bandolier of potions. That's
Yeah.
adorable. Yes, I think you should have those just so you can distribute them accordingly.
Jake, and these are dubious healing potions too from Menargle?
They're also quirky.
Cool.
And they have
Everything that
fins.
I'm writing.
Everything that
Yeah.
Menargle pulled out is quirky.
Cool. Yeah, I'm writing them down as dubious and quirky on my character sheet. So.
Dubious and quirky.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and
And-
as I gave you a DM's promise that they are not cursed, they are just quirky.
Mm-hmm.
Velynia
Just dubious.
obviously is making the play like Lumi would be the one to distribute these, but Velynia wants Lumi to have them with her just in case. she needs them.
And I would say during all of this, probably another 10 minutes has passed. I don't know if that does anything for anybody, but you guys have probably spent. You guys are probably pushing around the 45-minute mark since all of the since Esmeralda died.
Okay. Natalin, how are you feeling?
She's off quiet in the corner doing her kata, not listening to anybody. I just gotta wrap it up and then that'll be good. But she doesn't reply. She just keeps
Okay.
focusing.
Okay. Lumi will whisper to Velynia. The Nurgle said that there's stuff here from before Skyfall.
I know she did.
I'm,
I frankly, I didn't even know anything
That
still
excites me.
existed. I'm sure it does. I didn't know anything.
this whole place. I know that, like, well, I've been kind of beaten up a little bit, but
A little bit.
I'm actually really excited to be here. There's a lot of adventure here, and well, I know that when I have all of you to keep watch over me and to protect me, we're gonna do good together. And I trust all of you. And I know that Icselo really hasn't been with us for that long. But I don't know, it's the way that he held me, and I don't know, I just feel very safe now.
Oh my god. And Velynia has like, because the order of events was that Velynia was the one that ripped Lumi out of this gargoyle's arms initially. And then
I was
it ripped
unconscious
her
for that
back,
one.
and then she woke up with Icselo. And Velynia thinks about like correcting the record for just a second, and then she just kind of like looks at Lumi and just goes, "I'm happy to be on this adventure, Lumi, with you and with all of them."
I'm just really happy that I'm pretty grateful that I have all of you, and I just think that we can do a lot if we work together and put our minds to it, you know? And like we kind of got the shit beaten out of us here, twice in a row, but look at, we're still here, and we're strong together. We go into dangerous places, and we make mistakes, and we make unlikely friends. And we're all better for it. So I want to see what this place has to hold. What secrets have been hiding here, and I want to try to track down the Sandpoint Devil.
Well, we are on the path, Lumi. And it doesn't seem like anybody's terribly eager to retreat at this point.
You know that Millie's looking like she has a bit of a headache right now.
Millie's worked very hard. It's been a trying day.
Yeah.
And I kind of like lean in and I'm like, and if you or I aren't giving up, then I can't imagine they'd be willing to give up. And I kind of like gesture at like a wound or two that you still have and one that I have. And because like we're the fucking ones that almost died here. And if
Guys,
we're
I think
have
Lumi goes for a
matching
giggle and
hook
accidentally
holes.
hurts her bruised rib.
What's that?
Matching hook holes.
Man, yeah, it's like
I feel like you could call it something else. Maybe.
got matching
Hook
piercings.
for life. Yeah, you could call it something else.
Matching
100%.
piercings.
Stomach piercings. There's not even.
Look, guys,
Me
we
too.
got matching hook holes. It's like, yeah, I don't
That
really
seems
like that.
that seems like the name of a really shady tavern, the Hook Hole.
The
I'm gonna be
hook hole.
totally honest. Don't use that phrase in front of my daughter.
Yeah, how dare you? I need to really quick interject. Shut the fuck up.
Don't fucking say that shit in front of my daughter.
But yeah, I look at Lumi and I think I kind of like push you playfully, and I'm like, well, I trust you to lead the way. You're smarter than
Stitches
everybody in
reopen.
this room combined, I dare say.
And I think with this now, with the newfound energy from the healing magics, and feeling bolstered and high morale from her friends, Lumi's gonna actually just investigate this room, checking out the Sahedron circles, these like little alcoves, I think is what you called them earlier, and the altar. Just investigating, and even like taking a little closer peek at that gargoyle that is now inanimate.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Yeah,
curious and investigatory.
go
While we're waiting for
ahead
Natalin to finish
and this is technically a search that you're doing,
Mhm.
which has its own. So you're going to
And over
be
in the
perception
corner.
checking to notice things.
She's looking mostly at the history of the make, the context, the lore, so to speak.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check, and I'll just call it one perception check for the room.
Okay, this will be a total of 19.
Total of 19 is so the Sandpoint Devil Gargoyle itself shows no indication that it's animate since Esmeralda died. You get the impression looking at this thing. With a 19, you're not going to get, you're not going to be able to tell what kind of power she had over it or anything like that. But for all intents and purposes, it is a decent stone carving of the Sandpoint Devil. That there's no reason to believe it's not still a gargoyle, but it's also hasn't made any move to do anything since Esmeralda died. So you can with that 19 deduce that at least for the time being it is harmless.
She will produce some chalk that she has in her pouch, and she looks it over. She's going to bring the chalk up to it, and she's going to draw a little mustache and a monocle over it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Just because she's feeling a little bit silly with it.
As a reminder that the statue of the bat-winged horse monster, the Sandpoint Devil, that's on the wall was carved from a collection of tree burls that were lashed together. And the altar itself, you can see that old, and maybe not so old, blood that stains the stone underneath the, blood-stained altar cloth that's there. Of the two Sahedrons, let me see here. I hate when they do this because they mentioned it before. They're like, "Oh, we already talked about this, so go look at it here." So I want to make sure you have the proper information. That is that these Sahedron, you do recognize them immediately as the same teleportation circles that you saw before in the study where Rip Nugget was, and that you had previously left Menargle. And you know that if you refocus the Hellstorm focus, you tried to do it once. You tried to focus it on the ones further up. You now basically have a new set of teleportation circles you can attempt to refocus on and power.
That's right.
Oh.
So that's information you already knew. So using that, you get You know that means that you could, by activating these teleportation circles are probably keyed to certain locations.
What was the place you mentioned that I had seen these before?
In the what was it called?
Was it here in the pit or in Hell?
It was in the pit. It was in the level above that room that had all of the old Thessalonian books that you took.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. Rip Nuggets room. That's right.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Meanwhile, in the corner, Natalin's over there just being, let's get down to business. And I'm like, okay.
I was like, gosh, this is fascinating. And she's like, hunched over, looking at the carvings of the ruins on the stone.
And I think Velynia does have like her pack slung over her shoulder, but she's just kind of like leaning near one of these passageways. And Velynia is watching Lumi just dive into this investigation and like really truly in her element. And I think Velynia does just kind of like smile, like a small smile to herself as she's watching Lumi just totally in the zone.
And
she's happy that you're happy.
That's where we're going to take a break. And I mean, it's literally been 3 minutes since you asked, but I'm going to say this. No. You guys are better off asking me verbally if we can take a break, if you need a break. Okay. Because I don't pay that close attention unless I'm tagged.
It wasn't a big deal.
But also, I know I have a tendency to push through sometimes. But I had...
All good, baby. I already peed and put on a coat.
We're rocking and rolling.
Well, I have to pee. I'm not putting on a coat, but I gotta pee. So
longest and coldest stream.
Well, if you're all peeing, I guess I got it too.
So, all right. Well, while we're talking about peeing, on that note, we're gonna go ahead and take a break, and we'll see you on the other side.
There was no warning about that.
And we're back. Roll for initiative. Just kidding.
Excuse me?
Just kidding. When we left off, you were just admiring Lumi and her element.
Oh, yes, I was. Oh, wow.
So what's going on?
Incredible.
What are you guys doing? I was kidding about the initiative, by the way.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Natalin to be ready.
Sorry, I know Lumi, or Vi, I know you knew that, but I thought, Kaeryn, you were reaching for dice to roll for initiative, too.
I'm waiting for Natalin to be ready, and for Lumi to stop nerding out at the altar.
She won't.
Okay. We'll have to pull her away. Yeah, it's not much longer before Natalin's comes back out of her movements and her focus, and looks to all of you, especially Lumi, who's geeking out over
over a circle on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, Lumi?
Well, I think that this is a dormant teleportation circle, and because you can see the runes here, this one will have a unique signature that I don't really know what it's linked to, but I saw one of these over in Rip Nugget's room up above, and I think that, well, if I could have dropped maybe attune them correctly, I don't really know how I could, but I think that someone maybe could. And anyways, who knows where they could go? But it's kind of interesting how there's a whole network of transportation here.
When you mention that, can Natalin make like a religion check about teleportation circles? I don't know if it's a religious.
Well, I mean, it is the fact that it's a Sahedron is a religious symbol. Hold on a second. There were specific checks associated with that, and they were. Come on. I will allow a religion check.
Cool beans.
Holy.
Oh, I got a nat 20, so for a total of 30.
Oh, that's awesome.
Come on. It's been a while since I looked at that information, so I want to make sure I get the name right. You know that the symbol is here. The symbols here are primarily connected to a couple of deities. The first being, or rather, the first is actually connected to the Rune Lord. Her name is, I'm doing a terrible job of vamping. If I find the name, because I forgot it. Oh, there it is. Rune Lord Alasnest.
Oh, house nest. Okay.
Which is what you had identified,
Mm-hmm.
some connection up in the Hellstorm catacombs under the cathedral.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
But also you're seeing
The Ren sewers. That's right.
you are seeing, in addition to, it's less about the Sahedron with that critical religion check. This room is appropriated by the goblins and the devil's disciples, okay? Meaning that the gargoyle statues and the wooden burl statue of the disciple, or the Sandpoint devil, are recent additions within the last decade. It's those carvings all along the walls, and I'll reiterate that the stone walls of this chamber are painted with fiery patterns that drift up into the clouds of gray smoke near the ceiling and emerge from painstakingly detailed trampled human bodies near the floor. Black stone, sorry, that was it, the painting. So it's all of these flaming bodies going up into the sky and the trampled bodies below. The paintings, similar to the mural that was in one of the previous rooms depicting the Sandpoint devil flying over Sandpoint, they look like they've been touched up. But there's also some indication that these paintings are covering other monstrous, or almost like, think about when people draw over top of existing art, like people draw, over a president's portrait on a dollar bill, or over images in your textbooks in school. There is other iconography that's been obscured, almost defaced. You are recognizing elements of Lyra LaRue, the mother of monsters. I believe I got that right.
Ooh. Yikes.
Oh, good lord. I went searching all over the place for that Rune Lord Alasnest's name. I turned the page to look up the Lyra LaRue piece, and it's right there next to it.
Jeez Louise.
And the Lyra LaRue stuff is ancient. It predates Skyfall.
So I think Natalin should be kind of looking at this and kind of saying to Lumi about the Rune Lord Alasnest, and then just kind of, continuing to look. And then I think kind of under her breath, she's like, wait, what do I see here? There's something under this. And then she would maybe whisper to you the name Lyra LaRue and Mother of Monsters. Under her breath, so like maybe nobody else can hear it. She's very quiet about that because that sounds terrible.
Mother of Monsters? Lamashtu? Lumi will say out loud. Like,
No. Far more ancient. And then she'd say it a little bit louder, and more clearly, Lyra LaRue. Have you heard about her in your readings?
I've heard the name before, but it's very, very sparse. Jake, do you want me to make a esoteric lore or a Thessalonian lore roll here?
Yeah, go ahead and do that, and I'm going to make a correction. That when I said Lyra LaRue, I should have said Lamashtu.
Okay.
But
One and the same.
they're not.
Lamashtu is the mother of monsters.
Yes.
Lyra LaRue is someone else.
Lyra LaRue is somebody that let me fix my mistake in this way, and then you can still make your esoteric lore. The iconography you are seeing is referencing Lamashtu, the mother of monsters, but you are finding almost like runic signatures that would read as Lyra LaRue. And it's the Lyra LaRue that you don't have context for. However, Lumi, depending on her esoteric lore, might know something.
That's a 26.
So, Lyra LaRue is someone that you would recognize the name from your Thessalonian studies. Lyra LaRue was a Thessalonian wizard, actually, and an apprentice of Karzog. The Rune Lords there were 7 Rune Lords that were believed to be the sort of the incarnations of the 7 deadly sins. Lyra LaRue believed that she was the 8th Rune Lord, representing the sin of vainglory. And there's not a terrible lot of information about her, so you don't have much more information than that, because with all of the studying you've done, and even recent research with all of these new books and things that you found, she doesn't appear in any of that stuff. But she does appear in a few places. I would say probably when you were reading with studying with Broderick Quink's materials, is when you would have seen her name. She did not appear until almost around the time of Skyfall.
Well, it's not really canonical, you see. But some researchers think that there actually was an 8th Rune Lord. I know 7 points in the stone. How could there be 8? An open question.
Well,
we don't know
maybe
if
that's the middle.
Well, sometimes I personally think that it's a self-ascribed title where she was trying to like vie for the power and try to usurp the other 7. But maybe it was a title bestowed upon her by her followers instead of her, like a post-mortem title that you would give back to like your messiah or something. Anyways, well, she's not very well known other than that. But
So do you think this is her taking over Rune Lord Alanis?
Elasmus.
Elasmus?
Karzul,
Elasmus Rune
absolutely.
Circle? Like she's
Well,
making it her own? Before,
Wait,
all this other
Let
stuff.
me check the other one. And which one had the Liru on it? And also, do they both have it?
So to be clear, the teleportation circles themselves are simply Sahedron adorned.
Okay.
It's all of the paintings and the iconography that's on the walls and the alcoves and surrounding them.
Okay.
And it's in its entirety that you see this indication. The teleportation circles themselves, you just inherently know from your studies that each circle is keyed to a different location, but that they're all connected via the Hellstorm focus.
Maybe before Starfall or Skyfall. Honestly, historians are calling it both of those things these days. They haven't really decided on what to call it. If she was trying to because there was so many civil wars in ancient Thassalon. Maybe she's trying to eke a claim of land and carve it out from Elasmus, who was the Rune Lord who governed the area that now modern Sandpoint is in.
And maybe because we don't know her, she must have been the loser in the Civil War, potentially. Because we don't know about her. She's very. I've never heard of her. I could just see.
Yeah, if she won, she would have been.
She'd been more well known.
Yeah.
I imagine you two are having this conversation, and then, just between you, slowly, Velynia comes up and is like, "Ladies, as fascinating as all this is, we do have a secret passage to investigate."
We do, and I'm. Oh, you don't have to tell me twice. And she totally forgot about the secret passage and wants to check it out.
I also want to kind of keep an eye on Icselo. How's he seem like? How's he doing? How's he doing?
He's well rested.
Apparently. Does he look like? How's he doing after his fucking Super Saiyan event? Does he look healthy? Does he? Okay. He's a little toasty, little night sweats. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. So I kind of head back over towards the tunnel, and I imagine while these two have been nerding out, Velynia has been checking the first few maybe yards of this tunnel for traps and all that good stuff. So
you check around the entrance, that opening area, and looking down in there, you see what looks like more just dug out tunnel. You can clearly see that it can kind of has a bit of a rounded opening, but cuts sharply to the east, which would be to your left after a little more than 5 feet, but that the tunnel does continue on for another 20 or so feet before ending in a stone dead end. And you pass a door.
sorry.
You guys have got to be careful about running randomly down tunnels.
I'm sorry. Sometimes when I'm moving my
I
little
was only
guy,
following
I don't-
Velynia.
Yeah, okay. Jesus
I
Christ.
thought that Velynia was going down the
There's
hall.
a
so
door. I was
following.
cautiously going the first couple of yards.
Remember, that's how you ran into the whole hook
Yeah,
hole
you're
problem.
right. You're right. The ogre and such. I do want to look at this door then, if I see the door.
You would see
Yeah,
the
I wanna
door.
check
It's
for-
not. It's not a hidden
Check
door.
it for traps. Ooh, I want to re-roll that, please, Jacob. That's quite a bit better. That's
me-
a 20. No.
Let me describe
Okay.
the door. the door that you see, because this is different than any of the normal doors that you've seen. This particular door is circular and made of stone.
It's a hobbit hole. Oh.
There is a central wheel in the middle of this round door. It looks like a vault door, basically. So it looks like you would have to turn the central wheel to manipulate it in order to open this door.
Okay. Okay. I still want to check it for traps. And I got a 29 after using one domain die. Took it away.
There does not seem to be any traps on this door.
Okay. I look at Lumi. I'm like, do any of your studies say anything about, like, not opening giant circular doors?
Well, there's a saying of don't leave any stones unturned, and and then the door is made of stone, and it turns.
It's good enough for me. And I'm like, everyone, I think you should come up here.
I'm checking out this dead end, wondering why it's a dead end.
I wait for the gang to get up behind me, and then I would
Hang
go
on one second.
Oh, yeah.
Menargle, do you know anything about the round stone door?
Good catch. Smart.
She knew about the secret passage. I mean,
She did. Hell yeah. She been down here.
When you ask her about it, she just looks at you for a moment and says, "The round door leads to the Whispering Stone."
well, alrighty then.
What is
What,
the Whispering Stone?
A follow-up.
The Whispering Stone is different for everybody who encounters it. Visions, portents of the future.
It's not like a giant black stone with a...
Oh no, it glows very brightly. It's a very pretty blue.
Doesn't seem too dangerous to me, and I think Velynia would take this, like, central whatever and turn it to open the door.
That's gonna be what's carved into Velynia's tombstone one day.
It looks all right to me.
It didn't seem too dangerous.
Which direction do you turn it?
Clockwise.
Shouldn't it be left though? Because lefty loosey, righty tighty.
It gets really tight. You can no longer open it.
You stripped the bolt. You're
Go with your
fucked.
gut.
No,
Go with your
dude, this
gut.
is an ancient tomb. You stripped the damn bolts. They don't
God
even make this
damn it.
model
You-
anymore.
Now we're fucked.
You
now
try-
we're fucked. Now we
you-
gotta call the foreman.
You try
I cast
turning it.
WD-40.
You try turning it clockwise for a moment, and it won't go anywhere. It just kind of goes chikunk, chikunk.
Jesus Christ. Counterclockwise.
You turn it clockwise, and it takes, it takes enough energy and movement and not necessarily strength, but that if you know that it takes basically a full 3 action move to open this door.
I feel I'm using my entire economy on this.
But you open it to reveal, as it opens outward towards you, a roughly 35 foot hallway that's about 5 feet wide and leads to another round door with a wheel in it.
This is like, as Velynia's walking, she's checking for traps. Jesus, in this whole tunnel. I'm looking for dart holes and fucking tripwires and fucking pressure pads and spikes.
Do we have
And-
anything that we can use to wedge that door open?
That's so
The
smart.
open one.
We have pieces of gargoyle we could use.
Yes, we do have gargoyle chunks.
Let's grab
Dude,
some of those gargoyle chunkies.
The same
and push them
delicacy
into the
described
door.
by two different restaurants. One serves pieces of gargoyle, one serves gargoyle chunks.
Sorry, those are my other game Cooper grits speaking out
Yeah,
loud.
right, right.
A place sells like really fine up like burnt ends and calls them gargoyle chunks.
Gargoyle chunks. I guess Velynia would help to go get a gargoyle chunk and bring it back and prop the door.
I do love that as we're narrating this, that you're moving your token into the other room where the pieces are and
I'm
coming
playing
back.
with my dollies. Shut up. I'm gonna go
No,
get my
I said I
gargoyle
love it.
chunks.
I love it.
Come
We're not even
back.
showing the map because we're pretty minimal right
Okay.
now.
No, it's
But
okay.
I love it because
La-da-da-da-da-da-da.
yes, you're able to prop open, put some stone pieces in a way that will hold open that door. Are you going by yourself down this tunnel, Velynia? Is anybody
You
going?
know, I actually.
I would be joining him, but
Yeah, you're
I want to
occupied.
investigate.
You're occupied,
I-
and
I can go first.
Millie's bringing up the rear just the way she likes it.
Perfect. I kind of would be.
I think I've had enough things up my rear lately.
I'm checking for traps as I go, and by the time I get to this other door, I'm all checked for trapped out, and I think I would just go at this one. I want to turn it counterclockwise. If this one is trapped after nothing else has been trapped tonight, I'm gonna be so pissed.
It blows up like a fireball. Close container.
Game over.
Whoops.
EPK.
I lost
Well,
my place.
Icselo and Velynia both die instantly.
dead.
You have died.
Velynia,
Oh, my hook holes.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Or,
No.
sorry, a will save.
Will save. 25. So willful, yeah.
As you open this door, for a moment, as soon as the door opens and you feel a little bit of a of the seal being broken, you hear a woman's voice in your head saying, "Stand guard before the door and fight any who attempt to pass by it to enter the chamber beyond until Mistress Lyra LaRue's arrival." And it has that same magical underpinnings as when Menargle tried to use a command spell to compel you to open the door previously. You just barely resisted a spell commanding you to guard what is beyond this room.
Oh, good.
Or beyond this
Good,
door.
I did. Okay. Oh, that's great. Because I would
A
have
lot of
turned
people
out.
in your brain today.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of voices. A lot of hearing things. I think Velynia
You
just was
shouldn't
like,
tell us that because we might
no,
look at you
I'm
weird.
keeping this to myself. Yeah,
But
no.
As you open the door, you see a 15-foot diameter circular, diameter circular room.
And Icselo, get off the top of me. I can't grab my token. There we go. Never mind.
You see this strange hemispherical chamber has a polished stone walls that provide disorienting reflections from the softly glowing 10-foot wide pale blue crystal that floats in the center of the room. The spindle-shaped crystal slowly rotates in a complex pattern, so its points are tracing glittering lights along the surrounding walls. This crystal is, as I said, it's not it's a crystal. It's an irregular shape, but it's very slowly just kind of rotating around. It's the polished walls are creating this mesmerizing dance of lights, and whether an illusion of the multiple refractions of reflection upon reflection upon reflection, you're not sure, but you swear you can see hundreds of ghostly motes swirling around inside the crystal.
Whoa. Holy shit.
Icselo, you're right there too. I would like both of you to make a will save.
Oh man. Can I volunteer? Oh, let's see. I got a well, I got a nat 20, which is great.
So super
It's
ironic.
gonna
I
make me
also
kill
got
something.
a nat 20. That was a roller coaster of a roll. It was 12, 2, and then 20.
Mine
Okay.
really took its time as well.
So a
dude.
nat
That's so
20
weird.
equaling a total of
30.
Was it a what? Okay. Oh, will save. Sorry, 32.
Okay.
For me.
So you are going to both experience a vision, but because you made the save, you will not experience any ill effects of the vision.
Oh yeah.
As the door opens and you see all of these swirling all of these swirling motes inside, you see in your mind suddenly the colors seem to expand beyond your peripheral until you almost feel like you are in the midst of this floating, refracting, as if you were in the crystal itself, but also maybe you are the crystal. And visions begin to swim through your mind. First and foremost, just a fleeting glimpse of Rip Nugget climbing out of a hole in the center of Sandpoint and rising to slay people you know, people like Father Xantus, people like your daughter, Lyra. But before he can even strike, he dissipates into smoke. The next vision you see is of the Sandpoint Devil careening upward and out of the pit, swooping down across the rooftops of Sandpoint and galloping in flight across the rooftops, leaving behind flaming buildings. And in your vision, you see people running and screaming, and you see all of Sandpoint in flames, and this one does not dissipate into smoke. It continues. And then you see, as the citizens of Sandpoint are falling into tormented sleep, some sleeping in their chairs at the Rusty Dragon, some have fallen in the streets, some are on the docks in the middle of carving up fish or hauling in fish nets or preparing to sail. Some are in their beds asleep and never waking up. But all of them, you see their nightmares ripping free from their sleeping bodies and roaming the streets of Sandpoint. You see what looks like a shadowy humanoid shape, roughly human-sized, and like an image of a shadow projected on a cave wall, you see as it begins to twist and shape, shift and transform, and you're reminded of Kellum in the white deer when he transformed into a creature, but this one this person transforms into the Sandpoint Devil, rises from the pit, and as it rises from the pit, you see an army of Devil's Disciples and cultists crawling out of the pit, all of them heading towards Sandpoint. You see a shadowy figure stalking through the streets of Sandpoint at night. Unsuspecting citizens going about their nightly activities when suddenly the figure raises an axe and chops them down.
Ooh.
You see ghouls rising from the streets of Sandpoint, walking through the streets of Sandpoint, exhaling a poisonous breath, killing or poisoning anything and everyone in town. And finally, the seventh vision you have is of an immense burning bird raining fire down upon Sandpoint, causing the ground to split open in the middle of your town. And an even larger three-eyed demon claws its way out of the rift. The two of you have been given a vision, 7 visions, one of which dissipated into smoke. And you know that you were just shown what the 7 dooms for Sandpoint are.
That's where they call it that.
And that's where we're going to end
Whoa.
tonight's session. I was going to end it on my 7 dooms for Sandpoint, and you had to do your Peter Griffin thing.
I'm sorry.
No, that was perfect.
Teed it up.
That was
Teed it up.
perfect. I will say one more thing. As this vision fills you, the crystal cracks.
Uh-oh. I don't like that one.
And hundreds of ghostly spirits begin escaping from and swirling around you and out past you down the hall. Some of them come and begin spinning and swirling around you, Lumi, in that dead end. And
it's like when the EPA shuts down the thing in the fire station.
Oh my god.
And
yes, dude.
they begin swirling around Natalin and Millie. Lumi, I had totally forgot, so let's do this. What was your investigation roll, your perception roll? And I'm going to give you a +4 circumstance bonus because of glowy spirits illuminating the dead end.
With a +4, that is 33.
You, with the aid of the ghostly spirits, find what you were probably suspecting, what you were looking for. You find the seams of a secret door at the end of this tunnel. You can mark that however you want. I'm not going to crack it open right now. But the last thing you hear is Menargle in the other room going, "What did you do?" Oh. And that is where we're going to end this session.
Oh.
So yeah, mark your
like
little secret door.
Or...
Let me check something real quick because I don't think you can.
Well done, everybody. We didn't die today, and damn it, by the way, I would have had a bingo if somebody fell unconscious. The first session in like a month that no one went unconscious.
Why? You gotta phrase it like that.
I find the secret door and the sparkling lights, and I passed out because I have epilepsy.
Wow, yay! I win bingo! Bingo!
I catch Lumi before she hits the ground and knocks her head on the
Perfect. Everyone's safe.
Icselo's afraid of ghosts, so I'm gonna need some comfort.
Yeah.
Well, there we are.
Wow, amazing.
You seem to have secured the truce between your group and the Whistlefang Goblins via Menargle.
It's pretty fucking great.
You discovered a very old crystal full of spirits
Ghosts.
that's given you a preview of the Seven Dooms.
A little teaser
Tamiko-
trailer. That's nice.
When you go to do the notes, ping me, and I can give you the exact bulleted text for what was seen if you want the short
Thank you,
short
yes.
form of those already done.
I appreciate that.
yeah.
I don't have to write it.
Yeah, I have a little
Yay.
sidebar that has what those visions were. And you have just discovered another secret door, so you still have multiple paths before you.
Man.
Um,
yeah.
So there we go. And the expectation is that we will be back next week, because why wouldn't we be?
Ooh.
So our next scheduled game is on Thursday for our usual Thursday Welcome to Paradise, Michigan, except this Thursday's game is the finale of Season 3. Not the finale of the campaign, just the Season 3 finale.
Oh boy.
So, with that, I want to say thank you to, let's shout out Thord7210 for 32 months of subscriptions.
32 months.
32. And
Bears.
shout out for everybody who joined us. If you're hanging out in the chat, thanks to Jeff Wilder for the heal spell support. Jeff
Thank you,
has commented on videos here in Twitch when they can join, and via Blue Sky that he's also running Seven Dooms for Sandpoint. So he's been watching our campaign either to compare and contrast or steal notes or a combination of all of the above. But anyway, if you are somebody that's watching, you like to lurk quietly in the background, or maybe you're watching with us on VOD later, just know that we appreciate you and hope that you're enjoying our games as much as we enjoy playing them. And of course, a huge shout out to these amazing players waiting a whole week while I went off and played games with other people so that we could play this, and we're going to get back on track and play a whole bunch more, because there's 7 Dooms and you've only defeated 1 so far. So thank you, as always, Vi, Kaeryn, Tamiko, Cari, and Baron, without whom this would just be me talking to myself for a couple of hours. With that, we're going to end the stream the same way we end every stream, and you can say it with me if you want.
Nargle.
Nargle lives.
I'm a
Nargle's
nargle.
alive.